Hello everybody, I hope you are all fine, especially in these difficult times. Today I would like to talk about buying a property in Spain under these difficult times. We are all now under the corona times and with all the problems, especially regarding health. But I would like to talk, if you are considering about buying a property in Spain, if it is the right moment or not. It is the right moment to buy if you know what you want to buy and the area where you want to buy. Now, most of the trips are restricted and you cannot fly down to Spain so easily as before, and maybe you have problems to get a flight and come to Spain and visit the property that you are interested to buy. But most of the real estate agents are using very good digital tools that permit you to see the properties online. So in case that you know the area, you know the urbanization or the complex where the property is located, and you are very sure that this is the place where you would like to buy, I think it is the right moment. Because you can get all the information from the agents, you can visit the properties online, and the tools, as I say, are so good that you can have the feeling to be in the property, inside the property. So that makes you really have the feeling if you like the property or you don't like the property. The problem is, if you don't know the area or you don't know the urbanization or the complex where the property is located, because in that case you can see the property, you can visit it, you can have all the information that an agent can provide you, but you miss to have the feeling how the area is, if it is far from the airport or is it not far from the airport, if there are restaurants nearby or if there are not restaurants nearby. I don't think the prices have come down so much as people are expecting. The level of sales in the last months for many real estate agents have been very good, even have been the same number of transactions as the year 2019, which is a big surprise because nobody expected that, but this is the situation. And if we talk in the coastline of Spain, or especially in Costa del Sol, I think prices will not come down unless the situation with the COVID goes or stays for a very long time. And people would consider, okay, I don't want to come back to my property in Spain and I want to sell it, and then that makes them to sell it very quick and they will accept to reduce the price. But in general, I think prices will not come down as much as people think. But it is true that it is the right moment, if you know the area and you know where you want to buy, to be alert if there are any property or if there is any property that can be shown in the market for a reduced price. So it is a right moment that if you follow the prices in different websites in Spain, that you follow up them and you see maybe you can find properties that they start to get prices reduced. And secondly, a good advice could be to be in contact with a real estate agent, that they look for properties in the area where you like that come to the market with a reduced price. So what I would say is that you are not going to find a bargain at the moment, so don't think that because of the pandemic you can offer a reduction in the price of 50,000 or 100,000 euros, because no, sellers will not accept it. But you should be alert, checking the websites with the help of the real estate agent, because it is true that there are properties that sellers have decided to sell and they prefer to sell it now for a reduced price. If you cannot travel to Spain, it is not a problem for you to buy the property. You can do everything from the distance. Normally, you surely have decided to buy a property through a real estate agent, and they can help you with the first step, which is signing a reservation agreement, where you normally pay 6,000 euros or a little bit less or more, and you reserve the property. The property keeps out of the market for a certain period, and that can be arranged online with the signing of a very simple reservation contract and a transfer from you to the real estate account. Yeah, that is very easy. Then the rest of the process can be also done from your country. Why? Because you can get contact to a law firm or to an advisory firm, and they can help you from Spain. And the only thing is that surely they will recommend you to give a power of attorney in your country. That most of the countries in Europe you can do it at public notary and legalize that power of attorney to make it valid here in Spain. And then your lawyer or your advisor can do all the work here. In other videos we have talked about that you need to get an EA number, which is the main step. That faculty can be included in the power of attorney, and the lawyer or the advisor can do the work here in Spain. Then the normal process after signing the reservation contract is that you sign a private contract where you pay the deposit, which is in most of the cases 10%. That can be also done from your country, because the contract will be formalized in Spain between the seller and the buyer or the lawyer, and that can be done. You don't need to be here present to sign that contract. The lawyer can sign in your name, either with a verbal representation or with the power of attorney, and then the contract is signed and paid that 10%. The rest of the process, until you go, or the buyer, you need to go to the notary to complete the purchase. That can be organized by your lawyer or your advisor in Spain, and you don't need to be present. And even the signing of the final contract, what we call in Spanish escritura, that can be done by your lawyer or by your advisor using the power of attorney. You only need to transfer the money necessary to pay the rest of the price, plus the legal costs and the tax, to their account, and they make all the payments in your name. Then your advisor or lawyer can help you with the contracts for the electricity, water, and all the utilities in the property. And as you can see, you don't need to come. So you can perfectly buy a property under these times being in your country without coming here to Spain. Well, the advantages is mainly because of the restrictions and traveling. And maybe I imagine that you live in Denmark or in Germany, and for any reason you have some restrictions to come to Spain, or because the number of flights now are much less, and due to your work you cannot come to Spain several days. Yeah, that is the advantage. As I say, if you decide the property you like, all the rest of the process can be done here in Spain, so you don't need to come. It is true that if I were you, I would like to come, because I would like at least to see the property and maybe to have a feeling that the process is ongoing, but it's not necessary. So the main advantage is that if you cannot travel, the work can be done here. Yeah? Disadvantages, I don't see any. I see the disadvantage, as we talked at the beginning, that in case you don't know the area, and I think it's a bit tricky or risky to buy a property, let's say, from the distance without knowing more about the property and the surroundings. Yeah, but apart from that, yeah, I don't see any disadvantage. On the contrary, the process can be done here. It can go very well, it can go smoothly, and if you have a lawyer or an advisor that you trust, the work can be done perfectly without you being here. So thank you for today. I hope you have liked the video, and keep safe, and we see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.